Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman in the Annex, let's call it that, the Annex studio in the garden level of the Holman House. And we're going to run down towards Novi on the way to Detroit and spend a little time right now with Ara Topouzian. He is the executive director of the Michigan Venture Capital Association. Ara, it's been a little while. How you doing?
Yeah, it's great. Pandemic, we don't know what the calendar looks like. It's been a while though, Chris. Thanks for having me on.
I know, it's like you have lunch with somebody, they got to have their own sandwich, you can't get
Wow.
together anymore.
This is true.
So let's talk a little bit about that, because I remember not long ago, there wasn't enough venture capital. And then all of a sudden there was like, we were a vacuum. The big venture capital firms from California were coming in. And what's our status now?
Well, we're working already on our research report for this year, Chris. And actually, let me take a step back. It's our 20th anniversary. So MVCA was formed 20 years ago. You were a mere child at the time, I'm sure.
But I was at the meeting.
You were at the meeting. Well, then they let minors in, right? So, with that comes a lot of new things for this year. And one of them is we're really taking a different look at our research report. We've done a good job of it these last, I think, 15 years we've done them. And now this year we're taking a little bit of a different approach. And so we're presently starting to gather data for that. It's going to be more of an impact report as I look at it. We're partnering with some different folks, and there's going to be some stories in there as well. We're going to cover more DE&I statistics. We've always covered that a little bit, but we're going to expand what that is. So, I'm expecting some good news again. I mean, to your point, these last few years where you would think would be very interesting or troubling for both the venture community and the angel community has actually been pretty good. So yeah. I think we're gonna continue to see some good numbers, especially, here I mentioned the 20th, go back 20 years, Chris, what was it like then and what was it like now? The flyover state, as we like to refer to it, I don't think we are anymore. Yeah. And I think we continue to see that, we want to still see more of an infusion of capital into the entrepreneurial community. But boy, it's been pretty good ride these last couple of years, I think.
It's kind of interesting. I think the biggest problem we have right now, of course, is talent. And sometimes that keeps companies, startups especially, from growing. But we're working at that. And I think climate change is going to drive everybody here anyway. We're going to be.
Well, I mean, I've said there's certainly good and bad to the pandemic, right? And I wonder and I question about the talent issue now in a COVID world, because companies that are here can stay here, and talent can be from everywhere. So
yeah, no, it's really great. And I was going to say that too. COVID has been kind of surgically in who it's helped, and who it has hurt. And I'm almost embarrassed to say I've got a golf course I've had for 26 years, and we had 5 record months, and it was, COVID just helped us like crazy. It was pretty amazing. So when you assess what you're doing for venture capital firms, tell me about that, kind of your mission, because you've got all the venture capital funds that are here to create companies, invest in companies, and in many cases get on their board, see them through, et cetera, et cetera. That's your membership. What is your mission? What do you do for them?
Well, so our membership has expanded these last couple of years, Chris. I mean, it's not just VC firms, in state and out of state. We have expanded that to the economic development community, the university community. That have both joined for that. But, certainly building community is what we do. And I think what we do best by convening the ecosystem and getting folks together as much as humanly possible in a pandemic. The other is, we do quite a bit of advocacy. I think you've read quite a bit in the last year that Michigan is taking a closer look at the venture capital community, the importance of the venture capital community, what they can do. Governor Whitmer said last year that she wants to make Michigan a top 10 state for venture capital activity. So we hope to be part of that. We are part of that. We work with the governor's office. We still work with the MEDC, and so we're doing that as well. We're also taking a look at a lot of diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. The venture capital community, I think globally, is taking a look at that, taking a hard look at that. How are they embracing it? How, specifically, what are they doing to increase diversity, either within their own portfolio companies or their own firms? So that's just a couple of the things that we're taking a look at this year. One more, if I can throw in,
go ahead,
is an internship program. And so we're trying to get the next generation that are interested from colleges and universities to go to work at VC firms. So we're right now in the midst of offering that internship programs throughout the state.
Well, when you look at it, venture capital fills the void, and it saves the state and the feds from putting money into startups, because venture capitals fill that void. Ara, thanks for the great job you do, and thanks for spending time with us. Ara Topouzian, he is the executive director of the Michigan Venture Capital Association. Keep it up. Keep that cash coming in. Cash
Thank you.
is important. All right,
I'll do my best.
All right, Thank you. You're watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.